let's just get into the game, okay? No more owner talk. Alright. It's been 2 VODs. It's been 2 streams. And I haven't even tried the free dungeon 4. I still want to do this. Alright. And you can't stop me. Okay, well, I see a crest I would much like. Why is it foggy? Why does it look foggy? Why do I feel like I have a chance of missing? Well, other than the chance of missing from the flying. Actually, I haven't checked what combustion it does, but I'm prison first. Oh. Oh. Well. Is the story? I already told you it's the free dungeon. I was debating if I should send more links. You can send more links. I'm not going to click on them. I haven't clicked on any after the Ars Magna ones. Did you see the images? Yeah, I did. I saw some of them. I just don't get why people use honor holes. Oh, well. I mean, I don't like real people, so this is the closest thing. No, I'm saying just use your hand. Like, if you're at that point where your hand isn't enough, then no. There's more issues than just. I mean, still use my hand. Oh boy, I got another light bullet. Also, when I use my hand, I don't need lotion. Okay, well, the only reason lotion is used in when jacking off is because of people who are circumcised. You don't need lotion if you're uncircumcised. What? Huh? Well, why do you think there are so many, like, why there's so much media of, like, when you see like a guy in like a TV show? Oh well, I guess you wouldn't know since you only watch anime. Save? Alright. But like, there's so many instances where like a guy in a TV show is like about to jack off and he pulls out a bottle of lotion and a box of tissues and and it's only in America because for some reason, even though circumcision was purely a Jewish thing, like it is a oh, I got bees. When you get skin taken off, doesn't it make you less sensitive to pleasure? Yes, because, well, you know, the tip is the most sensitive part of the male body. So removing the protective layer, as in the foreskin, wrong thing, will make it less sensitive because now you've got the most sensitive part of your body rubbing against fabric 24/7. Unless you're a nudist. But like, I mean, I get the feeling that people have gotten influenced people outside of America have gotten influenced by the American media, and think, well, you know, I think most people would understand you don't need lotion, but you know, there are probably some that use lotion even though they're uncircumcised. Like, I mean, take me for example. I almost did. Like, it was a thought that crossed my mind. But, you know, I realized that I didn't need that shit. I'm content without girls because of the risk of disease. Okay, that's just a cope at that point. Like, you know you can get it, you know you can get tested, and if you're with a girl and you're not sure if they're you're gonna use a condom anyway. I mean, unless you're trying to impregnate. Oh, that's some damage. But, you know, you're gonna use a condom anyway, and 99% of the time it protects you against most STDs. You know, unless it's mouth herpes, in which case, no, tough luck. You got unlucky there. Ow. Well, the girl could say I raped her. Sure. If you're that unlucky that the 99% of the time they're not going to. Dexter, you know you can just say you don't like women. You know you can just say you don't like real women. You don't need to explain it anymore after that. They could be money hungry. Those aren't good those aren't good reasons. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah. There.
少し休憩しましょう。お茶はどうですか?
Hang on a minute. C plus C plus C C C. Also, hang on, let me see what the Killer Bee crest is. Okay, it's not good. Light Bullet is alright. I don't know why I got so many jack-o'-lanterns. It wasn't even Halloween. Like it is now. Alright, save here as well. Let's go. Okay, well I already have one of you, so like if you could give me one of the fairies, actually yeah, I should I probably should want more dryads, shouldn't I? Okay, hang on, what was that? I wouldn't mind that ability of a actually, well, it'd be kind of broken if there was a passive like AoE heal. Ow. Oh well, I guess I didn't. What'd I gain from that? Not much. Okay, so this is Aria's and this is Celeste's. But Dexter doesn't want me to do these. I should save them. Well, you can do them if you want. Just choose Henry first every time. Yeah. Alright. Celeste first. While blending, they faced a difficult situation. By making the slightest mistake in the proportions or timing, the items they make can be completely ruined. His hand that held the beaker shivered, Shin carefully tried to pour the bubbling liquid into the test tube, but... What? Wow! To the sudden explosion, Shin was covered in a 5-colored smoke. Cough, hack. How far did you get into Riddle Joker? I am only up to meeting the principal. Oh well. Meeting the principal and then talking to the doctor, I guess. After coughing violently, he managed to crawl out of the cloud of smoke. His face and clothes were covered in splatters like paint.
Shin, 大丈夫?
I think I'll be fine. Ah, yeah. I messed up. I wonder what went wrong. I want you to do Donna next. Okay, well, I'll do it after Nekopara. Did the contents of in the beaker sink to the bottom?
ひどい顔なの。服は私が洗っておくから、シャワー浴びてきた方がいいわ。
After volume 1, right? After volume 3. Even though, you know, I should do it after volume 4, but I don't have volume 4. Sorry. I'll go do that. Shin apologized to Henry before stepping out of the workshop. Why? Because doing Nekopara was my plan the first time. Okay, hang on. I'm just fucking stream elements. What is? Why is 7TV not working on you? Ow. After changing, he returned to his room once and returned to the college building. His mind was filled with failure from earlier. Thanks for the hydrate. In the stretch. I don't think I made a mistake in the steps. There must have been something off. Oh no. You have the points for it too.
シン、どうしたの？難しい顔して。
Oh, Celeste. Shin looked up and casually greeted Celeste. That was when he noticed her getting ready to leave. But should I wait until 3 at once? Oh no, and then you're gonna clip it? I'm gonna be all embarrassed. Uh-oh. Are you going somewhere?
ええ、これから郊外の難民キャンプの方にね。
Refugee camp?
この間のオブリビオンで故郷に住めなくなった民が中央に避難してきているの。シンも知っているでしょ?
Oh, from that time. You should make a reward for you saying... Oh, from that time. No. Shin's face is my reaction to what you're suggesting. The oblivion emerging in the northern forest was controlled thanks to the military and the academy, but large amounts of land became uninhabitable. According to Celeste, the refugees that lost their homeland were supposed to be were supported by the kingdom and were in camps.
今難民たちは慣れない環境で不安の中で暮らしているわ。だから少しでも彼らを励まし、その助けになれたらと思って。
I recall you going out many times, but that was all. But all. What is this? I recall you going out many times, but was all that also for this?
ええ、物資を運んだり、ちょっとしたお手伝いをしていたの。
Celeste smiled shyly. Perhaps she was acting out from a basic sense of responsibility or her duty as a princess. No, if that was the case, she wouldn't be visiting so frequently. Shin figured it was her natural kindness and eagerness that made Celeste act that way. Why did you keep it a secret? You should have told us too.
あ、でも錬金術とは直接関係ないし、シンたちには大事な研究があるでしょ。
Your duties are just as important. Oh, I know. Can I go with you? Next thing he noticed, he added, "What? I also lost my own village. The one I once called home, so I can relate."
Shin.
Celeste looked a bit surprised, but quickly put on a smile.
へえ、では今日はシンも一緒に行きましょう。
The refugee camp was in the outskirts of town, roughly 30 minutes from the royal capital. Shin and Celeste first stopped at the royal capital and met up with a carriage that carried food for distribution. They hopped on and headed to the site. At the campsite, many refugees greeted them.
皆さん、ごきげんよう。何か困ったことはありませんか？ご不便やお悩みがあれば何でも申し出てくださいね。
Oh, it's Princess Celeste! The princess is here today too! Really? Oh, Princess, what a blessing!
今から配給を始めます。列を作って並んでくださいね。大丈夫。ちゃんと全員分ありますから。
The food delivery wagon was brought over to the center of the camp. But the refugees all seemed more interested in Celeste than the food. Everyone carried their plates and got in line while happily talking to Celeste. Oh boy. So listen to me, princess. Can you believe my husband finally got a job? But he quit 3 days later.
まあ、それは何かあったのですか？
I'm a craftsman. I can't stand working under an underling like that. People in the royal capital don't know what they're doing. Dear, you can't say that, but we need to eat. We can't just stick around here and eat free food forever. I don't know what voice I'm doing.
ですが、焦る必要はありませんから。皆さんの暮らし向きが安定するまで、私たちは支援を続けていくつもりです。
Well, if you say that, I feel relieved, but goddess. The lady seemed distracted by Celeste's smile, and put an end to the quarrel. The people around them quietly cheered. what a blessing indeed. Yeah, I mean, it's the words of a princess. She comes all the way to this dirty place for us. I'll have to kiss the ground she walks on. Maybe,
民
don't
の
go
暮ら
that
しを
far.
守り、支えるのが王家の務めですから。それに、私たちが不甲斐ないばかりに、皆さんにこんな生活を強いているのです。だから謝るのは、むしろ私の方です。
Princess, what kind of... How kind of you to say that? The young man seemed touched. And had tears in his eyes as if he were worshipping Celeste. After that, Celeste happily attended to each refugee. But if she continues to talk to each person, the line won't move at all.
ごめんなさい、シン。どうも私が来るといつも遅くなってしまうみたいなの。
Well, I sort of see why. Oh, is that your boyfriend? Are you with your boyfriend today? Well, you do. Well, you are at least that age after all. I knew someone was gonna say. Yeah, I'm her boyfriend. If you put a space between the Y and the F. Anyway. Say what? Princess Celestina's boyfriend? Unforgivable. I don't know. Maybe I should... Well, she is at that age. At the age to have one. But I hope the princess would marry my son. What?
だから違います。シンは彼氏なんかじゃありません。
Yeah, I am. What? See, it's because you react like that. Ah, but the boy looks so disappointed since you denied him like that, princess. I don't know what voice to put on lady. If I put that on old lady. I can't.
ごめんなさい、シン。決してシンが嫌とか嫌いというわけではなくて。
I get you, so please calm down. Of course you two are made for each other. Either way, we are saved seeing Princess Celeste's cheerful face. The people around them laughed happily. Oh boy. Being teased, Celeste's face turned red, but a smile emerged and joined in on the laughter. No, that's not it. Celeste was in the center of the laughter. You can't act like people see you as boyfriend and girlfriend, Celeste, when you literally kissed him. And fucked. Like, huh? She was not just doing basic meal delivery and cooking. Celeste was providing emotional support to the refugees. Even during the short time, Shin understood that clearly. Celeste did say she wanted to study alchemy to save her people. She really is true to her words. That's why she works and tries so hard with a smile. Celeste appeared very brightly in Shin's eyes.
シン、あっちの箱運ぶの手伝ってくれる？子供たちのためにオートのお菓子を持ってきたの。
As Celeste brought... The kids let out a cheer. Shin realized he was admiring Celeste and quickly snapped out. Leave the carrying to me and take care of the kids in the meantime.
ありがとう。ごめんなさい、シン。
Uh-huh. You are a reliable boyfriend.
こら、ませたこと言うんじゃありません。そんなこと言ってると遊んであげないわよ。
I'm kidding. No, let's play.
仕方ないわね。
Celeste let out a laughter and followed the children that led her. They led her. As they led her. Jesus. That was when.
へへ、もうらい。
From Shin's side, a small figure suddenly tackled him. While he didn't fall over, he stumbled and spilled the contents of the box all over the ground. The culprit was a little boy grabbing the snacks on the floor. He ran off in a hurry. Ah, it's Rucka. He's a bad boy. What are these voices?
うるせえ、ボケっとしてんのがいけないんだよ。
The boy by the name of Rucka kicked away the other children and tried to stop him. Unfortunately, the child stumbled into a large puddle ahead. Well, a large splash occurred as the boy was covered in mud. Wow!
大変。大丈夫？怪我はない？
Rucka did it.
ええ、そうね。ひどいことをするお兄ちゃんね。よしよし。
Hey, you.
悔しかったら捕まえてみろってんだ。
You got short legs. You can't outrun me. Rucka stood in the distance. Shin tried to go after him, but he quickly ran off elsewhere. Goddamn, Shin, you're so slow. That boy, he wasn't like this before. I still can't figure out. Well, I sort of understand. He's probably lonely since he lost every family member. His family? Is that due to the dust? Yes, his parents and older brother were all consumed by the oblivion. I see. Shin knew the pain and sadness of losing someone important. If he wasn't taken in by his master and didn't meet Arya, Shin probably wouldn't be able to get back on his feet.
悲しい事情があったからといって、あの子の悪さが許されるわけではないわ。けれど。
Ravioli in a can sounds dog shit. You're gonna have that fucking metallic taste to it. And like the insides of the ravioli isn't gonna taste as... Isn't gonna taste good. American. Yeah, emphasis on the can. Yeah. We can't scold him straight on. I want to accept his feelings as he has nowhere else to let go.
Shin.
I'll use my time to come here more too. Hey, Celeste. Feel free to let me know when you come here.
ええ、そうね。わかったわ。これからは一緒に来ましょう。
Celeste looked delighted, pleased by Shin's words. Oh goodness, he's all dirty now. Doing laundry every day is already troublesome.
すみません。医療品の配給が追いついていなくて。
Oh no, I'm not trying to blame you, princess. I could eat it straight out of the can if I wanted. Yeah, but you could also just get like like a bag of ravioli. You know, the pre-cooked shit that you just need to put in the water, that you just need to put in water. Too much work. Yeah, but it would taste better. Okay, if we have that here. Well, you don't. America has pastas that you only need to boil to cook them. Ravioli is an exception, even if, you know, there's filling inside of it. Yeah, but look, if it wasn't in a can, I would accept. I wouldn't judge you as much. You know why? Oh, hello, Saint was because a fucking can is going to the can is gonna make everything taste metallic. Oh, it's another Sydney. It's another Sydney video. Basically, it would be good if you can do laundry efficiently. There aren't any wells near here, nor aqueducts drawing water from the river. I didn't get my last one yet. How about your last one be a shorter one?
何かいい案があるの?
Picking up on Shin's expression, Celeste questioned him. Yeah, maybe. But we can do something with alchemy. If we can make something that will automate cleaning clothes. Yeah, something like a washing machine. They know what a washing machine is?
洗濯機?
That's what I'm saying. Celeste looked puzzled as Shin nodded firmly. They have washing machines? Shin was fixated on creating a washing machine for the camp refugees. He immediately made a prototype and decided to do a test run with the smaller one of the two in his room. Henry shouted with delight as the clothes were already also dried. Oh, it's a washing machine and a dryer.
すごい! 真っ白でふわふわになってるの!
Applying alchemy spells, I changed normal water into soap water. Of course, it uses the powers of a contracted god too. Which one? The soap god?
自分でもみ洗いしなくていいなんてとっても楽ちんね.
Remember how I messed my clothes up during the last examination and I troubled you to clean them for me? Well, that's why I thought something like this would be handy. Something like this would be handy. The idea of making a washing machine came from the refugee camp, but Shin also didn't want to give Henry a hard time. With that said, Henry pleasantly smiled but furrowed her brows, slightly looking a little concerned. Huh? Did you not like it?
そうじゃないの。真の気持ちは嬉しいわ。洗濯機も役に立つと思う。ただ。
Henry held the cleaned laundry in her arms as she peered up at Shin.
真の衣服のお洗濯、匂いとか汚れとかゴシゴシするの、自分でやらなくなるのはちょっと寂しい気がして。
Why am I not surprised? Henry.
でもありがとう。 真の気遣いはとても嬉しいのだわ。
I get that look, Henry, I get that you miss the smell of Shin every night because you have to sleep in Ari's room. So you have to make up for it by cleaning his laundry, but like, and never mind. Henry stuffed her face in the laundry, trying to hide her flustered cheeks. What in the world am I watching and hearing? Either way, the washing machine seemed to be functioning without a problem. Shin and Celeste decided to take the large one to the camp. Testing the one they set up, the housewives that gathered all cheered. Now this is super handy. Doing all this automatically is like a dream. Oh god, another. This is wonderful. I thought alchemists were people who fought alongside soldiers. But that's not all they do, I guess. What is this one? Oh, hang on. Oh boy. Fuck. It should be easy to use, so please learn how to use it. If it breaks or doesn't work, well... If it doesn't work well, let me know and I'll fix it. I'll come fix it. Shin provided instruction for... Shin provided instruction for those who wished to use it. He made it so people who weren't alchemists could use it. So if they get the hang of it, they should be able to use it with no problem. Yeah, I was gonna say, is it one of the other Sidnap reviews that you wanted me to watch? That I've watched? Right when he was about to finish teaching, the incident occurred. Suddenly, Celeste shouted. Don't look at Discord, Tank Quartz. That Looking over, he spotted the boy from the other day, Rocker, the prankster boy. He was being held by Celeste by the neck. What happened? Okay. Now that's not... What? Goodness, this boy. Rocker thrashed his arms and legs trying to break free, but Celeste kept a good grip and didn't let him go. Rocker D's nuts. Catching her off guard, Rocker pushed Celeste from behind. Celeste stumbled and fell down flat on her face. Calm down, Celeste, calm down. And then we transition into a fight. We transition into gameplay. we hear the fight music. Uh-oh. No, we hear boss music. Rocker. As Yeah, I know you don't know who Rocket is because you haven't done Celeste's side quest. Side story. I understand, but please calm down for now. Shin held back Celeste before he turned to face Rocket in the distance. But you try to break the washing machine. But you did you try to break the washing machine since you don't like how things are changing from your life in your village?
Ah, なんだよそれ。
The answer is yes. I know how it feels. I lost my family and that fact slowly became a thing in the past and distant. What?
知らねえよ。関係ないし、そんなの。
Rocker, your parents are dead. Get over it, orphan. I didn't say that. I see. Then we have to punish you for being bad. Do 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 do. Without questioning him any further, Shin approached Rocker and pulled out his blade. What? IDK, he saw it when I showed. Oh. Ollie attempted to flee for a moment. He paused and waited for Shin to approach closer. He was interested in something Shin pulled out. His gun! His...
なんだよ、バツって。それ、虫かごだろ?
Uh-oh. There's a Ariadne giant rhino beetle larva in here.
アリアドネオオカブト?
Oh, you know. Do you know?
ずっと前、父ちゃんと虫取りに行ったことある。すげえレアものなんだろ?
Why does he just have that? He just has that on the ready to show. Well, if you know that makes things easy. The larva is very delicate and you have to take good care of it, or it gets sick and you can't live long. I'm going to have you take care of this and raise it to be an adult insect, and then watch it die 2 days later because insects live for like so short.
なんでそんなことは?
Even though it's a stag beetle, you know, a beetle. I told you, this is a punishment. Or would you prefer this lady give you crunch time? Shin tried to call Celeste over, but Rocket quickly shook his head. He then hesitantly pulled his hands out. Put his hands out.
そんなに言うなら世話してやってもいいぞ.
Can you really do it? You better not run off. Better not run off places and ditch it to do bad things.
しねえよ。父ちゃんに世話のやり方だって教えてもらってんだからな.
Is Shin good with kids? Yeah. Oh, then maybe I can expect something. You better not slack off. I'll come back to make sure you're taking care of it.
いつでも来やがれ。でっかい兜見してやっからな.
Alright. Shin nodded and handed him the insect cage. Unlike his enthusiasm, Rocco carefully accepted the insect cage with the larva inside. I'm counting on you. Soon after, Shin and Celeste distributed snacks and toys to the other kids. By that time, Rocco wasn't even paying attention to them.
シン、どうしてロッカにあんな贈り物を？ねえ、シンったら。
Yeah. On their way back, Celeste questioned him as if she were waiting. Shin, who had his head up in the clouds, snapped out at Celeste's inquiry.
どうしたの？なんだか浮かない顔をしているけど。
The Ariadne giant rhino beetle is a rare species that can't be found easily. I'm slightly regretting not giving him something else.
そんなに大事な虫だったの？だったらなおさらどうして？
Well, long ago, my master gave me the same task in the past.
アルベルトス様に？
At that time, I was a shut-in after losing my family to the oblivion. My master probably took pity on me. That's why he took me to take care of the small form of life. Take care of. When people have a purpose, they can look forward. If it's something they have to protect, it can sometimes become an unexpectedly strong will. By giving him a purpose, Alberto's must have tried to help Shin get back on his feet.
そうだったのね。だからシンには自分のことのようにあの子の気持ちが分かっていたのね。
I think I sensed sadness behind his pranks. That's why I decided to bring my insect cage along. He was concerned that he may be self-centered. The rock accepted Shin's form of punishment.
大丈夫よ。あの時のロッカー、それまでと顔つきが違っていたわ。きっと責任を持ってカブトムシの世話をすると思う。
I think so too. Shin and Celeste looked at each other and smiled. His regrets and worries for giving his precious insect melted into Celeste's words.
私はやっぱり未熟ね。
Celeste?
私は洗濯機のように人の役に立つものを作り出すこともできなければ、傷ついた少年の心を理解してあげることもできない。
That's not true, Celeste. She shook his head at Celeste, who blamed herself. Everyone at the refugee camp is encouraged to see you do your best. I think the people there look happy thanks to you.
そうかしら。
I'm also always encouraged by you. The reason why Shin decided to give his precious beetle to the prankster boy was also influenced by Celeste. The reason Celeste gave her all and everything unconsciously influenced other people around her. Shin was sure that there were people who were being saved by Celeste's presence.
ありがとう、シン。あなたがそう言ってくれるなら少しは自信を持てるわ。
You're too serious. It's good that you're responsible, but that just shouldn't stress you out.
これでも王女だもの。人々の規範となって弱きを助ける力にならなければいけないわ。
Like I said, instead of doing everything by yourself, I want you to rely on us as well.
心配してくれているの？
Yeah, since you stress yourself out sometimes, I have to stay by your side to keep an eye on you.
あなたに言われるとは思わなかったわ、シン。でも、ありがとう。
Her cheeks flushed as she hesitantly inched closer to wrap her arms around Shin's elbow. Celeste?
そばにいてくれるんでしょ？だったら、エスコートくらいはしてくれないと。
Oh, God, you sure thing. You dense motherfucker. From the embarrassment, they struggled to face each other, but the two kept their arms linked until they got close to the academy. The two looked more like two lovers than a knight and a princess. You don't say. It was alright. I mean, did we really learn more about Sonya? Is that really the bonding time we get for Sonya? But what about this one? Heretical College. Shin took his seat 5 minutes before the lecture began. The class today was scheduled to be held by Professor Ernesto Hohenheim of the Grayman College. It was Shin's first time attending his lecture, and he was looking forward to it. Weird. There aren't that many attendees. Awaria! Spotting his sister disciple entering the class, Shin raised his hand. Arya smiled and sat beside Shin.
Ohayo. Shin mo kyou no kougi uke ni kita nda.
Yeah. It was a college I haven't heard much about, so I was also interested. Also, the theme of this lecture seemed intriguing. Shin noticed the theme evolution in awe as he was notified earlier. Mentioned the theme evolution in awe he was notified earlier.
グレーマン派はあまり知られていないからね。うちとは違った意味で弱小学派だし、講義する機会もそれほど多くないから。
Does the lack of attendees have anything to do with their popularity?
というより、学説がちょっと珍しくてね。
Like how?
まあ、講義が始まればわかると思うよ。
Arya blurred her words and gave a vague smile. Bell rang as an elderly man entered the lecture hall. His eyes reflected the strength of his will and his wrinkles almost indicated his stubbornness. Arya whispered to Shin.
エルネスト・ホーエンハイム教授。一部ではグレーマン教授っていうあだ名の方が通りがいいけどね。
So he's the professor of the Grayman College? After skimming through the scholars, Professor Grayman immediately began his lecture without a greeting. Oh, he has a fucking portrait. And a voice act. And a voice. Yeah, that's my reaction. Shin was shocked by the sudden words the professor mentioned. Hang on, what did he say? Oh. What is this? Someone played this on YouTube. Oh. Hang on. Let me see. There's no age restriction, huh? Interesting. Does that mean he's important? It means he's important enough.
現在多くの錬金術師がその英知と労力のかなりを費やしている対策は全てが対処療法に過ぎない。
Yeah, like the fucking dolls that the fucking Mardic College are making. What? The thumbnail.
我らが真に目指すべきは来たるべき王子の時代に備えダストを友とすることにある。これが我がグレイマン派の思想の要諦だ。今日この場にいる諸君はこのことを念頭に置いて講義に臨んでほしい。
What is this? Huh? Fucking Stormwatcher, Jesus. Every CG, every thumbnail is a censored CG, except Donna grinding one. It's just Donna grinding. The professor paused for a moment. That must have been his introduction. Taking another glance at the scholars, he began his lecture.
ではまず今日の主題進化についてだが、そもそも進化の定義とは種が環境に適応し自己を変化させることにある。我がグレイマン派はダストに適応した進化とはいかなるものかを日夜模索してきた。今日は諸君にその一部をご覧いただこう。
Professor Grayman. Gratman? Professor Gratman placed several large paper sheets on the board. Professor Ratman. How did they misspell a named character? On them were detailed sketches of odd creatures. Yeah, like Ratmen.
これは広角型と命名したモデル。熱い甲羅でダストから本体を保護し、わずかな栄養素でも生きられるよう設計している。こちらは広角型より後に考えたモデルで、体重を極限まで減らすことでダストの気流を浮遊できる。他にオーズの時代にこちらは広角型より後に考えたモデルで、体重を極限まで減らすことでダストの気流を浮遊できる。他にいるクラゲのような外形が特徴と言える。オーズの時代に人という死はいかなる形をとるべきか。これらはその一案と見てもらおう。
Hold on a second. Hold on a sec. Shin couldn't resist raising his hand. Interrupted from his speech, Professor Ratman glared at Shin. You mentioned evolution earlier, but are you saying those are the forms of people that have adapted to the dust?
オーズの時代には既存の文化や宗教は生き残ることができない。人という種そのものが存続するには新たな価値観、進化が必要なのだ。私は錬金術師として新たな進化をもたらすことに使命感を持っている。オーズに適応した新人類の創出、新世代の誕生、 滅亡に瀕したこの祖師へにはそれこそが急務であろう。
Overwhelmed by his statement, Shin could not continue his words. The lecture continued as Professor Greyman continued to speak of adapted evolution through alchemy and until his time was up. After the lecture, the two stopped by a shop before heading to the courtyard. Oh yeah, I forgot it was an Arya story, a side story. Arya smiled weakly and offered some bread to Shin, who had a complicated expression.
受講者が少なかった理由、なんとなく分かったでしょ?
I have work at 6 a.m. It's 10:10 p.m. You do this every time, Dexter. Well, I'm not sure if I should say this, but they were a very odd college. Taking a bite from his bread, Shin gave his honest opinion.
すごかったよね。オーズの時代を見越した進化の模索なんて。グレーマン派を破壊者だって言ってる人もいるくらいだから。
I see. But he can somehow see why. The Greyman College's ideas were very different.
シンはどう？グレーマン派のこと、破壊者と同じだと思う？
Well, Shin couldn't find the right answer to say. Soon after. Oh, I didn't expect the CG. Well, I was a bit worried that there wasn't gonna be a CG this stream, but I was wrong. As Shin and the others were working in the workshop, there was a visitor.
頼もう。ここはハルモニア派の工房で合っているかね?
No one home. Come back later.
はい。あら、グレン、エルネスト教授。
To Miss Sonia's surprised voice, Shin turned around.
グレイマンで構わんよ、ガーベラ教授。それより今日は君たちに尋ねたいことがあってここに来た。
尋ねたいことですか？とりあえずお入りください。
Professor Greyman lightly nodded and stepped in. Miss Sonia rushed to clean up the messy table. Of course, Shin helped as well.
先生、紅茶とお茶菓子は私が出しますから。あ、そうね。ではお願いします。
お構いなく、ガーベラ教授。要件というのは他でもない。カイマのことなのだが。
Wait, what do you mean it isn't your fault you're scheduled for 6 a.m.? Can't you choose your hours? Like, can't you be like, nah, I can't work at 6 a.m. I'm too EP then. Well, I could. Okay. But I might not be scheduled as much. Oh.
Kaima ですか?
Sitting across the table where Professor Greyman sat, Miss Sonia asked back.
聞けば諸君は先日の大規模侵食の際、人型のカイマと接触したという。その時のことを聞かせてほしいのだ。
About Cinderella? Intrigued, Shin joined the conversation. It was rare for a professor from another college to visit the workshop. On top of that, Professor Greyman was known to be an eccentric in the academy. Plus, I might not be scheduled as much anymore since I'm part-time. Yeah, I know why you get 8 hours. Why do you have to work 8 hours when you're part-time?
はい、かぶり姫。答えはそう呼称されているようだな。では、そのはいかぶり姫とやらが知性を持っていたというのは本当かね？
8 hours in a day. That's not every day. Yeah, I know.
Eh, 事実です。我々が苦戦したのは対象の戦闘力はもとよりその知性によるところが大きかったですから。
Plus, she was just so hot. I kept getting distracted, you know? What? She spoke the same language as us and used spells that seemed like a variant of alchemy.
なんと、それほどに。
これは推測ですが、彼女がカイマンになる前、ベースとなった人間の知識を受け継いでいるのではないかと。
おお、素晴らしい。
Professor Greyman jolted forward while knocking on the table. Miss Sonia flinched at his reaction. Okay, hang on. To be fair, when it comes to ash demons, like it isn't just Cinderella that has inherited the memories of the person that they infected. It's got to be all of the animals, right? Because like, if say the ash infected a deer, you know, one of the first times we saw an animal getting infected right in our face. So let's say that the deer was infected, but the memories, oh well, the instincts, I guess you would also say, of the deer were not, you know, the muscle memory was not inherited. Like, how would the deer be able to walk? Like, I'm saying that the ash doesn't just completely erase everything that the deer is. You know, the deer is still a deer, even if they're infected by the ash. Actually, never mind. Don't let me cook. Oh dear.
Ah, お茶です。よかったら。
Arya hesitantly placed the teacup in front of the professor. You know what? It's like the XQC clip. How does an animal know how to animal? Hang on. Let me. This is a great one. This is one of my my favorite XGC clips.
How do animals know how to animal when they're not taught? Like nobody teaches them.
This man doesn't know what instincts are.
Like if you get a cat and it spawns, and you take it away from his mom, and you get a cat, the cat knows how to cat without looking at any other cats. How?
How? You never know. Who knows? The fuck? How does a cat know how to cat, you know? when it spawns. Arya hesitantly placed the teacup in front of the professor. But he didn't seem to notice and continued to mutter some words.
ダストに適応し知性を持った海馬理想的ではないか。いや、そう決めつけるのは早計か。生殖は寿命はどうなっている。待て、方法さえ確立できれば。しかし、
グレイマン教授？
それでガーベラ教授、その個体が海馬になった状況は聞き出したのだろうな。
いえ、それは。
なんと対象に会話できるほどの知性がありながらこんな重要な確認すらしていないのか。一体何をしていたのだ。
戦うだけで精一杯だったんですよ。本当に危ないところだったんですから。
Arya replied angrily on behalf of Miss Sonia, who was cowering in fear. What? Dexter, what did you do? Mod abuse, you know? Mod abuse. Professor Greyman, you seem to be more interested in humanoid ash demons rather than Cinderella specifically. Is it related to the adaptive evolution to ore? After listening to the professor's lecture, he figured out what the Greyman College's goals were. Before entering the era of ore, they were searching for a way to evolve and adapt to the environment, so the existence of humanoid ash demons with intelligence was something they couldn't ignore. Do you see the potential of evolution in ash demons, Professor?
いかにも。もし知性を維持したまま海馬への転生が果たされるのならば、それは大きな希望となる。
But ash demons are warriors of oblivion.
君たちもまた祖師への延命にその才覚をそそる錬金術師であったか。
I got timed out 9 times. Yeah, auto mod does that. Stream elements timed you out 9 times. Professor Greyman released a depressing sigh. To him, the stance of the Harmonia College and many other colleges seemed like a waste.
もう一つ尋ねたい。諸君らは人型個体と接触する方法を知っているか。
ハイカブリ姫は破壊者とつながっています。そんな方法があるなら私たちもすでに学長や軍に報告していますよ。
There's still slots, right? If I mean, you know, if they subbed in the first month, yeah, but I don't think they can get founders anymore. Now they just get badge.
道理であろうな。手間をかけさせた。
The professor rose from his seat, as if his business was done. In the end, he didn't even drink his tea. He was like a storm.
ちょっと怖かったです。ヨハン教授は氷の視線が怖いですけど、グレイマン教授には落雷みたいな激しさがあって。
Yeah, but you could subscribe Saint Quartz, you know, what? But he came all the way to our workshop. He must have been very curious about the humanoid ash demons.
カイマと接触か。物好きというかなんというか。あれ、でも待って。カイマと接触？接触。
What's wrong, Arya?
ちょっと思いついたんだけど、カイマをおびき寄せることってできないかな。ほら、カイマを討伐するときは汚染地域を探索する必要があるでしょ。でもターゲットのカイマを誘導することができれば、その手間やリスクをかなり減らせると思う。
These are the hydrate. Now. And the spread. Ow. Uh-oh. Arya appeared excited about her new idea. Dexter, there's a cooldown on the feed.
同様の試みは他の学派がすでにやっていますね。確かカイマの習性を利用したものだと。
The ash demons are affected by the movements of the dust. They had a tendency of gathering too.
今実用化されつつあるのは、風を起こしてその気流でダストを一定の方向に集めてカイマを誘導する方法ですね。しかし絶対というわけではないことと、ダストの分布次第では被害が広がってしまうなど問題もあるみたいです。
I see. Unless you are prepared with troops like the military, it'd be dangerous to do.
もう一つの習性、群れることを利用してみるのはどうかしら。
Arya pressed her fingers against her temples and rubbed them. That was a habit she had when she went into a thought process. She knew that when she did this gesture, she'd come up with something unexpected. Though, whether it'd be good or bad, we wouldn't know until we try.
ところでシン、釣りは好きだったよね。
What? What? Here we go. Which way will it go this time? Shin thought as he gazed at Arya whose eyes were twinkling. Wait, what? That was it? Oh wait, no. There it is. I was gonna say, like, if that was the whole side story. But no, there is more.
今回の目的は、しっかり頑張ろう。
Alright, let's see what these guys are. Oh, hello. So, like, if you wouldn't mind, like, you know, you could be my crest, you know. I'm going to sleep, I think. Alright. Have a good night, Dexter.
クロスガードレインシュートビートストリングこれが私の騎士
God
団
damn
よ
it. Are you done after the side story? Ah, yeah.
アーマーディバイドレインシュート
ソードブレイカ
エレクトリックウェブ
素晴らしい戦いでした
Oh,
よ。
branch of longevity. Let's go.
もらっていきましょう
注意深く関節を
Oh,
怠らずに
hello. I wouldn't mind you either.
アーマーディバイドレインシュートエレクトリックウェブ
ーソードブレイカ
ウィンドプリズン自分の
Fuck.
信念をどこまでも貫くまでやったーラッキー
Unless. Bro.
ふう疲れたもんねえねえこれっていいものかしら錬金術師の力を
Alright, surely I get the fairy this time. What are you called? Fairy. Oh, it is fairy. It's literally just fairy.
アーマーディバイドレインシュートウィンドプリズンエレクトリックウェブ
Oh.
ソードブレイカ
クロスガードシェイ
レーゼルブリット
ビートストリング
ーよしこの調子でいこう
Come on, give me the fairy. Man.
これは素晴らしいですね。
ここで少しリラックス
I didn't even want. I'm not even gonna use. I probably wouldn't even use her for as a crest, but like, she's cute.
この術式で活路を開く
アーマーディバイ
Let's go with Fire Tempest.
ドエレクトリックウェブ
ソードブレイカ
レインシュート嵐で閉じ込める
素晴らしい戦いでしたよ。
Oh boy, light pullet. Oh, hello. I wouldn't mind you as well. Ramona. Ramona.
アーマーディバイドエレクトリックウェブレインシュート
ソードブレイカ
嵐で閉じ込める
Holy. It got destroyed. What did combustion do? 10% damage. 10% combustion damage on HP at the end of round. Damage dealt is reduced by 5%. Alright.
クロスガードスエーテルブリットビートストリン
Fuck! I
私た
didn't
ち
even get a
やれて当然
Remora.
なのだわ
That was a lot of damage. Yeah, that was so much damage.
もらっていきましょう
And the reward for it was a fucking light pole.
ちょっと休憩していこうか。
Alright.
ちょっと気になるわね
Fairy grass whistle.
ご苦労様でした。
Alright,
ゆっ
well,
くり休んでく
I
ださいね。
guess I wasted my time going back to the campsite. Quest clear. Alright, what's... Requires whistle rod. Alright, hang on. What does this do? Confusion. Alright, well... Maybe we should have saved. Their goal was north from the capital and past the first mountain range. There were observation towers and old customs posts in the area, but away from the main road. They reached a dense forest between the valleys. The forest wasn't massively corroded like the northern sea of trees, but the contamination level was high.
この森には以前から何度か軍が派遣されて海馬討伐が行われてきました。だけどなかなかダスト濃度が下がらなくて、それでどこかに大物の海馬が潜んでいるのではないかと推測されているんです。
So that'll be our next target.
そう、そのボスさえやっつけることができたらダストも減るはずよ。そのために準備してきたんだし。
Ari was enthusiastically testing out an item resembling a fishing rod.
シンたちが手伝ってくれたおかげで、なんとかいざないのフェザーを完成できたよ。
It's a leaf. If it wasn't for the sudden specification changes, I could have made it sooner.
仕方ないでしょ。こういうのはひらめきなんだから。
Oh well.
待ってね。ひらめきといえばルアーのギミック。
Stop it. Just come to the site. She quickly hushed Arya, who thought of something new.
アリアさん、まずは試してみましょう。本当に海馬が釣れるかどうか実験してみなければなりません。
はい、それは自信作だから期待してください。
この森は田園地帯に近いですから、これ以上ダストが広がることは阻止しなければなりません。付近の住民の安全のためにも頑張っていきましょうね。
はい、ソニア先生。
Got it. Looks like we can't keep our eyes closed.
それじゃ、まずは大物海馬を釣るためのポイント探しだね。
To use the whistle rod of allurement, they would need to go to an area with a high dust concentration. The group nodded as they began their search. What?
正々堂々と戦いましょう。
Maybe it wasn't a bad idea to go to the camp.
アーマーディバイド、
宿れ力よ。
エレクトリックウェブ、
レインシュート。
嵐で閉じ込める。
Aha.
この勝利がさらなる高みに導いてくれます。
Citra's alright. The group went deeper into the forest while carefully measuring the dust levels, reaching a marsh area. Reaching a marsh area under the trees, they stopped. Contamination around here is pretty bad. Arya, maybe this is a good spot to use the whistle rod.
そうね、試してみよっか。
Arya took out an academy item to lure out the ash demon. Similar to a fishing rod, with a technique attached, with a line attached to the end. The only difference was the old tube extending upward from the grip. The whistle rod used the blowing instead of it was used by blowing into the mouthpiece like a brass instrument, while the thread on the rod was left hanging.
笛竿の音色は人間には聞こえません。糸に垂らした海馬結晶と共鳴することで、海馬の伝達信号と同様の音波を発する仕組みになっています。これで海馬が騙されてくれればいいんですけど。
Arya, I'll do it.
私にやらせて。笛竿は私の設計だし、吹き方にちょっとしたコツがあるから。
But the ash demons would charge toward the whistle rod. The one who is in danger is the user.
だからだよ。姉弟子として危険な役目は買って出ないとね。
She does the most damage on the team. I don't know what you're talking about, Shin. It seems like Arya would not give up using the whistle rod. Shin was a bit worried.
アリアさんはシンくんにいいところを見せたいみたいですね。
Miss Sonia.
いざという時はこっちでフォローしましょう。
Okay. Shin nodded as Miss Sonia whispered to him.
それじゃ始めるね。
笛竿の効果が確かなら、いつ海馬が現れてもおかしくはありません。気は抜かないように。
Yes, I'll make sure to be prepared. To take action in unforeseen circumstances, Shin stayed alert of his surroundings. A few minutes passed. Nothing is happening.
共鳴音波の出力かパターンに問題があるのかもしれません。
Where are you? You suck. Arya's cheeks turned red as she tried to blow the whistle rod, but there was no signs of ash demons appearing. Arya, let's take a break. You better think of another plan.
もう少し。大丈夫。ちょっと時間がかかってるだけなんだから。
But just as Shin reached to stop Arya, the next moment, what the?
海馬ですか？
But this quake is a large crack appeared on the ground where the group stood. After large bumps erupted, a large rock-like face suddenly appeared. I don't think you should be proud of this. Well, goodbye. While keeping her posture with the whistle rod, Arya's body went flying into the air. Under her were the vicious jaws of the ash demon that emerged from the ground. Arya! Shin activated his Philosopher's Stone and leapt toward Arya in midair. He landed after grabbing hold of her. Shin made sure she was alright. Are you okay? You're not hurt anywhere, are you?
ありがとう。それよりし、ターゲットのカイマ。
I know. Holy! The large ash demon emerged from the ground in full view. The model of it was obviously a snake, but since it was so large, it almost seemed like a dragon.
まさか地面の下から来るなんて。だから笛竿のソナーが働かなかったんだ。私としたことがこんな簡単な想定ができていなかったなんて。あの個体がここ一帯を汚染していたみたいですね。普段は地中に隠れていて軍の探索に引っかからなかったのでしょう。
But we can slay it now. The snake ash demon chomped on the whistle rod and shattered it, but its eyes were clearly locked on Shin and the others as its next target. Arya, can you fight?
もちろん。釣り上げてからが本番だものね。やるよ、シン。
Got it. Snake slithered and the ash demon began to move. The ash demon began to move. Right. The two took initiative and launched an attack. Oh yeah. A real boss battle. Let's set up. Hello, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. It's Fusion Dragon Venom Starving. Okay, that was a alright first round. Let's do this. Look at all those debuffs, Jesus. But how starving are you? Okay. Oh! Hello! I was gonna be like, should I keep fighting until I get the crest? But I got a flower of century plant. That's pretty good. Ash Demon squirmed before letting out a horrifying scream and fell to its back. 6 out of 10 starving. That's a lot of starving. Okay, the black smoke sizzles as the corrosion begins. The critical blow was Miss Sonia's single arrow that pierced the serpent's core. It was not. Amazing, Miss Sonia.
いえ、シンくんがうまく注意を引いてくれたからですよ。シン、ありがとうね。さっきは。
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe. If you're 6 out of 10 starving, maybe get something to eat. Shin smiled as he gently touched Arya's shoulder.
シンのおかげ。ダメだね。私一応姉弟子なのに。
Arya was smiling, but shifted her gaze to the side. The remains on the whistle rod lied near the corpse of the serpent.
はあ、自信作だったのにな。
Arya, are you sad?
そういうわけじゃないけど、なんだか一人で空回りしてたみたいで、ね。
That said, she picked up the remains of the whistle rod.
戻ろうか。上竿の改良案も考えないといけないし。
Yeah. As Arya turned around, she looked like her usual self. It's because I can't fly into villages, burn them down, and eat all their livestock anymore. Yeah, you know, that all the regulations and stuff now. if I do that nowadays, they will shoot me down with missiles. Yeah, back in the day, you know, like 1,000 years ago, you could do that easily, and like no one would believe you. No. If a village was attacked by a dragon, like. But Shin thought she was forcing herself to act normal.
シンくん、アリアさんの頑張りを認めて褒めてあげてください。
Look, starving venom fusion dragon. You got complacent, you know, after you rolled after you know, humans just kept evolving, and we had to build weapons to combat you, you know. Miss Sonia?
彼女はシンくんに頼ってもらいたい、頼りにされたいと思ってるんじゃないでしょうか。でも現実は彼女の思い描いた通りにはなっていないから、なんとなくわかります。私も自分で頼りにならない先生だなって失望したりしますから。
Dragon hibernated for too long to the point he can't legally fly anymore without getting shut down. He doesn't have the right permits anymore. He doesn't have the permits. Miss Sonia hesitantly laughed. You know what you should do? You should lobby for human dragon coexistence. I do think Ara is amazing, of course. Of course I respect you as well, Miss Sonia.
ありがとう、シンくん。ではそのことを きちんと口にしてあげてください。言葉でないと伝わらないことはあるものですよ。
Miss Sonia. Sonia nodded. Shin quickly excused himself as he tried to go after Arya. Before that, he had an idea and began to inspect the remains of the ash demon. Its core wasn't corroded and still kept its shape. Shin took the core out before giving it a preservation treatment. Arya, can't you use this to improve the whistle rod?
さっきの大蛇のコア？
You use the core of an ash demon as a lure, right? If it's from a strong one, depending on how it's adjusted, it could do a lot.
そうか。思考性を持たせたり、出力も今より上げられたらいいかも。
Arya took the serpent's core and smiled.
さすがね、シン。昔から工夫するのが得意だったし。
But I've always been surprised by your inspirations. Even if you make mistakes, you always make amazing inventions. Even this time, you were able to lure out the target ash demon. If I didn't believe in you, I wouldn't have come this far. Do you think they'd recognize a dragon's political party? Yeah. I think you'd be able to get enough people to recognize
シン。
But if you mess up or are in danger, that's my cue to step in. I don't want you to get hurt. I want to protect you. I want to become a man who is capable of doing that.
そうなんだ。そんな風に考えてるんだね。シンは。
Arya suddenly leaned next to him, pressing her body against his. She clung to his arm. Hey, Arya, there are still ash demons around.
大丈夫。少しだけだから。さっきのシーン、かっこよかったよ。正直ちょっとドキッとした。励ましてくれてありがとう。ソニア先生に言われたからだとしてもね。
Arya let go of him. She gave a teasing smile as she took light steps in front of Shin.
よかったですね、アリアさん。
After that, they went back to the academy while exchanging various ideas. From this day, the dust level in the forest decreased. Okay. I guess it's worth a try. Have a go. Ah, shit. There's another side story. Oh well. I think this is a good place to end off for today.